Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. So, children, today we'll start dynamic typing. Dynamic typing means in Python, as you have learned, a variable is defined by assigning to it some value, such as a numeric value, string value, etc. For example, it is given here x equal to 10. It means x is a variable and its value is integer value. Integer value means without a decimal value. We can say that variable x is referring to a value of integer type. Later in your program, if you reassign a value of some other type to variable x, Python will not complain, no error will be raised. Suppose x equal to 10, it is an integer. Print, under the print function we are calling x, means here the 10 value will be printed. Then again we are initializing one variable name as x, and under that we are storing a string variable because it is covered in double quote. So another print x value is hello world. So if you want to display both the print x, so the result should be 10 and hello world. So you can think of a Python variable as labels associated with objects, means literal values. In our case here, with dynamic typing, Python makes a label referring a new value. New value means, first of all, first value is x equal to 10, that it is stored, and then second value is x equal to string hello world. So as you see in the figure, the variable x is first pointing to referring an integer value 10 and then the string value hello world. So please note here that variable x does not have a type, but the value point does have a type. So it's here the variable does not have any type, but the variable's value point should be having a type. Any type means any floating or integer or string type, this all. So you can make a variable point to a value of different type by reassigning a value of that type. So Python will not raise any error here. So this is called a dynamic typing features of Python. Now, cousin of dynamic typing. Although Python is comfortable with changing types of a variable, the programmer is responsible for ensuring right types for certain types of operations. Here it is given, means x equal to 10. It is x equal to 10, y equal to 0. So y equal to x upon 2. It is a legal, but two integers can be used to divide operation. And then x equal to day, it is a string, but y equal to x divided by 2, x divided by 2, it is a error means string cannot be divided. So string cannot be divided, it is given here. Why? The first value x equal to 10, the second value of y equal to 0. So here calculation means the x means the value of x 10 is divided by 2 here. Now another we are initializing a variable x equal to day. Here day is string. So here day is a string, and while we are divided a string value into integer value, so it should be a error. So as a program, you need to ensure that the variable with right types of values should be used in expression. So if you want to determine the variable of type of variable, that is what type of value does it point to, you can use type. Type in the following. Type means if you want to know about that particular variable value, means suppose x variable it is given there, and if you don't know the value and which type of value is stored in that particular x variable, so if you want to check, you have to call one type function. Under that type function you have to call a variable that you had declared. Here it is given here a equal to 10. So a equal to 10 means under the a variable 10 means integer number is stored, and if you don't know the value of type of value which is stored in a variable, for you simply write type under that function bracket. You have to call that variable type you want. It is written a, and under that it will show its class is integer. If you are storing a equal to 2.5, 2.5 is to a decimal float point, and if you want the type of that particular variable, again you type, and under that function bracket you can call the variable there. So with the help of this type function you will be getting which type of value you are pointing. Now next one is simple input and output. In Python 3.x means this is the version of Python. To get input from user interactively, you can use built-in function input. The function input function is used in the following manners. Means if you want to take input means suppose if you want to check the two greater number, means check the greater number. So while you are checking the greater number, if you want to ask the user to give the number, to give the two number, then first of all you have to take the input from the user. So you have to call a input function. Under that input function, you whatever you want to write the question, you write it. Then after that, at the time of execution, you will be getting the question first. First question means about while you are writing here input equal to what is your name. That name, if you are first, the question will be asking to the user what is your name, if or what is your name, or what are the two numbers which you want to find out the greatest. Type the two numbers you are type. After that it will display the accurate result. So this means if you want to take the input from the user, you can use the input function. So it is given here, for example, name equal to input what is your name. It means what is your name means at the time of execution, the computer will ask what is your name, and if you type that your name, that name is stored in the variable name. It is given here name. So in front of which you can type the name, the value of that you type in front of the displayed prompt will be assigned to given variable name in the above case. Now consider the following command sequence. It is given here. In and out means the means in is the prompt of Python shell, and Python shell means that triple prompt is shown in the Python shell. So here in name input means you are asking to the user. If you are asking to the enter your name, then simmer. Then at the place of name variable, the simmer will store. Then age, if you are asking, then age it will store in the age variable like this. And if you want to call a name and name, then it will show the under the name what variable, what value is stored. It will show like this in and out. In means input, out means output we are showing. Like this the input function work. But input function has a property which you must aware of. The input function always returns a value of a string type. Notice carefully in above code, while displaying both the values name and age, Python has enclosed both the values in quotes. Yes, 16 also it is written in the code format, string format, means single quote. This is because whatever value you enter in input function, it treats as a string. So always the input function will take the data type as a string. Now what is its consequence, especially when you are entering a number? In order to understand the consider of the following code. Means if you are entering if you are entering means age if you are asking of the user, and if the user is typing his or her age, then again you are giving age plus 1 means it will what increase. But here the error should be must be a string. Means here you have to give the string format. You are not supposed to give a integer because you are asking with the input function. So see, Python raise an error when you try to add 1 to age whose value you enter as 16. Yes, so the reason is obvious and clear. Python cannot add an integer to a string since variable age receive variable 16 through input function. So one string and one integer it will not add. Now string thus you cannot add the integer to it. So you can check yourself by types of variables whose age values entered through input function. Like this it is also given here. The type of variable, if you want to check here it is given here the type of variable. Now reading numbers. How to read a numbers means a string value cannot be used for arithmetic or other numeric operations. Means a string value is only in a text format or number format also. But if you are writing a number, so if you want to show it is a string, so you have to mark as a single quote and double quote there. For these operations, you need to have values of numeric types, integer or float. But what you would do you if you have to read numbers, integer or float, the function input returns the enter value in string type only. So what if it is the way out? Don't worry, Python offers two function, integer and float function. So in a input function, to convert the values to receive which type of values you want, that it converts with the help of this input integer function and float function. How to write this? If you want to value as a integer, so there you have to call the integer function. Under that we have to call a variable, it is given here. So 16 if you are giving the number. So again if you want to show the means again if you want to add any number, so here integer age you have to mention as age as integer. So here age plus 1 means here age is integer value, not a string value. So integer age plus integer 1 is it will total, it will again total and it will work. So you have to mark as a integer and float, both the function will be used like this if you want to return back as a form of integer or number. So like this, the float also, if you want to take the float, you have to type and then see the answer. So after using this integer and float function with input function, you can check yourself by using type function that type of read values is not integer or float. It is given here. So that next topic, possible errors while reading and numeric values, we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you.